Well, you may notice that I removed the recent videos about the alt-right because that's not doing anybody any good. I have listened to some other people that I trust and have a far better understanding of what's now going on. And I have a far better understanding of why certain leaders within the alt-right are gaining prominence. So we need to take a few steps back. There are better solutions. And rather than creating something new, I think that the answer is going to come from something very old. And I don't want to do it today, but a couple, 3 days from now, I want to tell you a few stories about how I think our current period has several similarities to the 1930s. Because at that time, there was also a great deal of economic discussion and turmoil. And I think one thing that's driving, I think two things are driving discontent among young men in America. They're not able to own things. They want to own property. And I have always been of the opinion that owning private property is at the absolute core of American traditions. Without that, you are not able to participate in the freedoms and financial security that the founders envisioned for the nation. So private property, I want to talk about that and how people in the 1930s were thinking about how to preserve that. Because those ideas are still important. They were disrupted by the Second World War. I think there needs to be a revolution in American conservatism. Not in the sense that you're creating something new, but revolution in the sense that you're revolving back around. You're bringing conservatism back around to an older point that was more traditional, more meaningful, and actually made sense to a vast amount of Americans. I think conservatism now is losing the young generation because they're not offering good solutions. And so that's becoming very, very clear to me. And most of the young men in America came of age when they were told that being white and being a man is not important. So we need to deal with that as well. But I don't think dealing with it should involve the amount of hostility and bitterness and anger that's coming with that. Some of these guys have every right to be bitter and angry. But we need to bring down that tone and come up with beneficial solutions that can help move the generation forward to a position that provides economic security and a sense of freedom and liberty and the sense that they have a voice and a say in American politics. So give me a day or two. I want to provide an answer to some of this.